Hi all. In this talk, I want to present my view of what physics is. Let me give my personal definition of the word physics. Physics may be defined as the study of that part of existence, capital E, which can be known by the five sense organs and their amplifications. What does this mean? Let us first take the word existence. It means everything that exists. It is Sat in Sanskrit. Rigveda says, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Truth is one, the wise call it by different names. Truth means that which exists. Common sense tells us that what exists at one place at one time is only one and cannot be two things. The Sanskrit word Satyam comes from the word Sat and has a clear definition. It does not mean that which is true, but it means that which exists forever. Yat Nityam Tat Satyam. It is in that sense that Shankara used the word Satyam when he says, Brahman Satyam Jagat Mithya. Pure consciousness is eternal existence and creation illusion. Illusion, that is Mithya, does not mean non existence, but it means false appearance. Mithya is also called Maya. Literally, Ma means not, Ya means that. So, Maya means not that. What appears is not what it is. Know is a peculiar word in English. Knowing something means having a knowledge of that something, having a cognition of that something, having a gnanam of that something. The five sense organs are called gnanendriyas because with these organs we will have gnanam of some part of existence. There is another part of existence which cannot be known by the five sense organs. For example, thoughts in my mind, my feelings like happiness, sadness, fear, surprise, disgust, and so on. The science which studies this part of existence is called psychology. What do I mean by amplification of senses? I may not see a small object, but I can see it under a microscope. I may not see a distant object, but I can see it in telescope. Telescope and microscope are amplifications of sense organ eye. Now, what do I mean by studying physics? Human mind has certain instincts. Instinct to be recognized, instinct for revenge, instinct for justice, instinct to be loved, instinct to know, instinct for food and sex, etc. It is said that unfulfillment of instincts imbalances mental health and therefore physical health. One of such instincts is the instinct to understand. Human mind wants to know why are the things the way they are but not otherwise. What do we mean by understanding something? Feynman asked in his famous lectures, what do we mean by understanding something? We assume is the key word. We assume that this physical existence behaves according to certain laws. We further assume that these laws are valid everywhere and eternally. Now, understanding this existence means finding those laws. Feynman also says in his lectures that these laws are only approximation. When something is an approximation, it means we can always find a better approximation and we can never know the exact laws. It is like we can never know the exact value of pi in decimal notation. We can only have better and better approximations. Note that Newton's laws, which were thought to be exact, were discovered to be approximations. These physical laws are expressed in what are called as physical quantities. I explained the meaning of the word quantity elsewhere. We make an assumption that physical part of existence has a basic physical quantity and we call it mass, also called matter. That is why physical existence is also called material existence. We can now define physics also as study of behavior of matter. It is observed that there are different kinds of matter and study of these different kinds of matter and their interactions is called chemistry. Biology is the study of behavior of living matter. How can we perceive and understand and possibly affect non-physical things like thoughts and feelings? I think the answer lies in a science called yoga. There are yoga traditions in all cultures in all times around the world, so-called esoteric sciences. I used to have a lot of interest in studying natural sciences like physics, biology, psychology, etc. But after the realization of the so called qualia problem, called the hard problem of consciousness, I corrected the value to be attached to the study of physical existence. It has its significance and importance, but not all. But that is not all. Qualia problem, in brief, is that we could never know if two persons are perceiving the same object in the same way or differently. So whatever I perceive is only my perception. Can we know if two persons have the same perception of the same thing in their consciousnesses? Think. I think this leads to understand the whole existence and leads us to understand and realize that supreme goal which every human being sooner or later desires. Thank you.